Think about this for a second. Religion has taught people to believe that there are two forces in the world that are always fighting against each other: the forces of good and the forces of evil. We've been taught to believe that the world is like a wrestling ring for the battle between light and darkness. That's what is usually called duality. Duality is the belief in two separate cosmic forces that are always against each other. And it is from this dualistic mindset that you get ideas like heaven and hell, or angels and demons. When you look at Eastern philosophies though, they have an alternative view called non-duality. Non-duality flips everything over and says, there are no two forces in the universe. There's only one. There's only one power. And that is the power of light, the power of good, or the power of God. According to non-duality, evil is not a second force that is as powerful as good. In fact, evil doesn't even exist. It's an illusion. Evil is the absence of something, not the presence of something. It's kind of like light and darkness. Darkness is not actually a thing. Darkness is the vacuum left behind when light is not present. That's why scientists can even observe and measure particles of light called photons. But there are no particles of darkness, because darkness is not actually a thing. It's an illusion that appears to be there when light isn't present. And that's how non-duality describes the relationship between good and evil. Good is the only real reality. Evil is an illusion that appears to be there when a person is ignorant of good or ignorant of God. Pretty much the same thing. So if you ask me, people are inherently good because evil isn't a real thing. There's only one power in the universe, not two powers. Only the light has substance and an actual reality to it. The darkness doesn't have any substance. It's an illusion or a vacuum. And that's why I believe there's no such thing as a devil or hell or demons, by the way. These are all figments of the imagination, born out of the dualistic mindset of Western religions like Christianity. For there to be a devil somewhere out there, it would have to be true that darkness is a power. That's not true. That's the illusion. Darkness isn't a power, it's the absence of power. So there cannot be a devil. The devil can only be a product of someone's imagination. I mean, every spiritualist knows this. Even Christians know that spirit or God is omnipresent. That means spirit is everywhere in the universe. So even if there were a hell somewhere, spirit would still be there in hell. Because there's nothing that can be separate from spirit. There's nothing that can exist outside of spirit. And that's the essence of non-duality. Everything is a manifestation of the same one thing. Everything is spirit, the only one power that exists in the universe. And therefore, everything is light. Everything is made of God. Evil is simply a mental illusion that manifests itself out of the ignorance of the truth of light.